Have you ever heard of a bus that takes you to a dimension of horror? A chilling question indeed, and one that forms the core of a terrifying Brazilian urban legend known as SeteAlem or Seven Beyond. Urban legends, as engrossing as they are, constantly exist in the sphere of the unknown and unsettling. They are frightening tales intricately sewn into our societal fabric, carried forward over generations and reflecting our deepest fears and inquiries. The hair-raising legend of SeteAlem is a perfect example. Let me paint a picture for you. You step aboard a bus, unsuspecting, entirely oblivious that your mundane commute is about to morph into the most horrifying of your life. This is not your typical urban legend. It does not talk about ghosts, witches, or mythical beasts. Instead, it transports you on a spine-chilling ride to an alternate dimension of nightmares. A dimension, they say, that's just as tangible as our world, but so foreign, so alien, that it sends you into a cold sweat. The bus to SeteAlem is never boarded intentionally. It's always surprising, always undesired. You'd mistake it for any other bus taking you to your usual destination. But as it progresses, something feels wrong. The air becomes dense, the view outside changes, and the passengers, well, they're far from pleased with intrusion. You see, in this parallel universe, the residents are conscious of our world, but they hold a certain contempt for it. They do not welcome the intrusion, and they express their dislike quite vehemently. It's as if you've arrived in a place where you don't belong, a place that's dark, sinister, and alarmingly apocalyptic. So where does this bus take you, you ask? The final stop? A parallel universe known as SeteAlem, a world that defies our understanding. Imagine boarding a bus, expecting a mundane ride, but instead you find yourself in a world of horror and fear. A world of dread and terror called SeteAlem, or as some might call it, Seven Beyond. 1. SeteAlem, a parallel universe characterized by terrifying black cities. Imagine, if you will, a place that is a stark contrast to our world. A place where the cities are not just black in color, but black in essence. A place where light seems to be absorbed rather than reflected, where shadows don't just lurk in corners, they blanket the entire city. The structures, the streets, the very air you breathe, all saturated with an overwhelming darkness that seems to swallow all sense of time and space, creating a terrifying yet mesmerizing spectacle. 2. The unsettling and horrifying nature of the cities and the residents of SeteAlem. However, it's not just the cities that are horrifying. The residents of SeteAlem, they are the true embodiment of the uncanny. These beings, they know of our existence, and they harbor a potent disdain for us. They are not the welcoming kind. They do not offer a comforting smile or guide through their black city. No, they demand that you return to your own world. Their disdain radiates, making every moment in their city a chilling reminder that you are an intruder, an anomaly that doesn't belong. 3. The shock and terror experienced by unsuspecting passengers who find themselves in this otherworldly place. Imagine the horror, the fear, the confusion of the unsuspecting passengers who find themselves in this alien realm. They boarded a bus expecting to reach a familiar destination, but instead, they are thrust into a world where they are not wanted, not welcomed. A world that makes them feel like invaders, strangers in a strange land. An unexpected journey, a realm that defies reality, and a return ticket you didn't ask for. This is SeteAlem, a place you don't wish to visit, a place you can't forget, a place that despite its darkness, leaves an indelible mark of terror on your soul. So who are these unwilling victims who have experienced this horrifying journey? Let's delve into some of their stories. 1. Terrifying accounts from Orkut. The stories originate from the now discontinued social media platform, Orkut, recounting a journey that none of them ever desired, yet found themselves entangled in. The tales told by these individuals are chilling, as they detail their encounters with a world unknown to us. 2. Different experiences. The accounts reveal the shocking experiences of these victims, one of which tells of a man who, after finishing his work, boarded a bus that transported him to a dark, menacing city. The woman in another account boarded a bus she believed would take her home, only to find herself in a world of ruins and despair. The residents of these worlds, while appearing familiar with our world, were hostile and demanded their immediate departure. 3. Disdain for our world. Interestingly, the residents of these frightening places seem to have an understanding of our world, but hold contempt towards it, and insist that these unwilling travelers return to where they came from. Yet, there's an unsolved mystery that continues to baffle us. Why individuals? What made them the chosen ones for this unsolicited journey into the unknown? Were they merely at the wrong place at the wrong time, or is there a greater force at play? One can only wonder why were they chosen for this unsolicited trip? The tale of SeteAlem, as terrifying as it is, remains shrouded in mystery. This legend, while chilling to the bone, traces its beginnings back to the dawn of the digital era. The narrative first emerged on the social media platform Orkut, a now-defunct site that, much like SeteAlem itself, exists only in the memories of its former users. Picture the year 2004, the golden age of Orkut, a time when the internet was a realm of the wild unknown, brimming with untapped possibilities and unexplained phenomena. It was in this sprawling digital frontier that the tale of SeteAlem found its roots, sprouting as a seed of intrigue among the lively Orkut community. As the first part of our outline, we delve into the origins of the SeteAlem legend on the social media platform Orkut. People from different backgrounds began to share their experiences, their encounters with the unsettling denizens of this enigmatic parallel world, and their stories of the Black Cities. This forms the second part of our outline, the growth of the through shared experiences and narratives of horror. Each shared experience added another strand to the intricate web of narratives, reinforcing the existence of this eerie place. But then, the thickens. As Orkut began to fade into the abyss of forgotten social media platforms, eventually being discontinued, the legend of SeteAlem grew even more elusive. The threads of the narrative, once so easily accessible on Orkut's forums, became scattered and difficult to reconstruct. This was more than the end of a social media platform. It marked the scattering of the first-hand accounts of the SeteAlem legend, the primary sources of the narrative. This brings us to the third part of our outline, the challenge of verifying the accounts of SeteAlem after the discontinuation of Orkut. This digital vanishing act posed a unique challenge in authenticating the accounts of SeteAlem. How does one confirm a tale when its primary sources have evaporated into the vast digital ether? This question adds an additional layer of intrigue to the tale of SeteAlem, a legend conceived in the digital age, yet as elusive as the oldest of myths. The concept of alternate worlds of horror is not new to us. The allure of unknown realms of terror has always kindled our imagination, reverberating through the corridors of folklore and mainstream media. This obsession is a testament to our inherent longing to voyage into the unknown, to plunge into the depths of the inexplicable. 1. The allure of unknown realms of terror and our with them. SeteAlem shares a common thread with these narratives, rekindling memories of horror stories we whisper around the campfire, and narratives that form the backbone of blockbuster thrillers. From the mythical lands woven into ancient epics, to the parallel dimensions depicted in contemporary horror fiction, the concept of otherworldly dimensions of terror continues to grab our attention. 2. SeteAlem as a unique and terrifying dystopia. What makes SeteAlem engrossingly unique is its sinister touch. It's no wonderland or utopia to be unraveled. Rather, it's an unsettling dystopia, a stark reflection of our deepest fears. SeteAlem is a world that rejects us, a place that incites fear and dread with its dark cities and ominous inhabitants. 3. SeteAlem's resonance in pop culture and its significance. SeteAlem stands out, its chilling narrative deeply ingrained in the annals of urban myths. Its influence in mainstream culture bears witness to our enduring intrigue with the unknown, our unceasing search for answers, and our relentless craving for narratives that challenge the borders of our reality. The truth about SeteAlem, it remains as terrifying as the journey itself. We've traversed the lore of SeteAlem, from the unexpected descent into the parallel universe to the chilling encounters with its resentful inhabitants. We've explored its origins, traced back to the now-defunct social media platform Orkut, and glimpsed its influence on popular culture. But despite our efforts, the veil of uncertainty remains. What is SeteAlem really? Is it a mere collection of internet creepypastas, spun to chill the spine on a dark night? Or could there a grain of truth buried within these tales of an apocalyptic world that lies just beyond our own? We've contemplated the allure of urban legends, sparking our curiosity, teasing our fears, and inviting us to ponder the vast unknowns of our universe. It's best to dismiss such tales as mere fiction. Should we heed the warnings, the pleas of the phantom passengers, urging us to return to our own world? Are questions without definitive answers, mysteries that add to the terrifying allure of SeteAlem, a journey unasked for, a tale unforgotten? SeteAlem indeed.